Well, it's so wonderful to have you here, Howard,
Oh, I think so as well.
and to celebrate these spaces and all that you've done for our program. And so I was wanting to ask you about your thoughts on the program overall and what the university and the program has meant to you.
Well, and I wasn't in exactly the beginning years of the program, but I was in the early years of the program. And the collaboration both within the program and within the college as a whole was probably the most meaningful educational experience I've ever seen. It really was. It taught you how to work with other people. It taught you how to work in a group environment. It forced you to work in a group environment and forced you to interact with different disciplines in a way that I don't think you see in, I don't even want to say a lot of other programs, any other programs. So, I think the program was amazing as far as I was concerned, and I'm so happy to be able to give back to the program.
That's wonderful. Well, I have to agree. I think planning is a major interdisciplinary field, and it is so wonderful to have spaces such as these that you and Gayle have contributed to making and to pushing us further towards preeminence. And it's exciting about what's next for interdisciplinary possibilities in our program. So I wanted to hear your thoughts about how these spaces, how you'd like to see these spaces used, how you envision them being used.
Well, as I said, as I remember the program, especially when we had the larger interdisciplinary Scharetzer studios, we've always had a phenomenal program, not necessarily with the best facilities. And the ability to have students come together is a hallmark of the program. To have them come together with this type of technology and this type of a facility is, frankly, it's mind-blowing. It really is. I can't even begin to imagine the additional opportunity for not only planning students, but the interrelationship of all of the DCP students as they continue to work together in studio, in charrettes, and the ability to just work in a technological basis that's appropriate to what they're going to be doing in the business world when they go out is just amazing. So I'm more than happy. We're delighted that we could do it and absolutely delighted with the result.
I'm so glad to hear that. Well, we're certainly very excited. We're excited because we have a phenomenal studio space here, but we also have the space next door, the seminar space. So that allows us not only to have this great opportunity for interdisciplinary work, for work between online students and on-ground students, for outside experts to come in virtually, for all sorts of interactions to take place in a studio setting, but also in a seminar setting.
Right.
So we are
very
just
important.
Thinking about all the different ways we can create those opportunities so that future students can talk about what they've gleaned and the opportunities that they've found here in our program.
Well, I look forward to seeing the video in another 20 years of what today's students have given back to the program in the future and what they've been able to create. So, it's just amazing to me.
Well, thank you again to both you
Our
and Gayle for
absolute
this
pleasure.
generous and wonderful couple of spaces that will really create wonderful opportunities for students.
Thank you.